Good morning everybody. We've been thinking about what makes our world wonderful, and one of the things we know makes our world wonderful is living things. And we've been thinking about mini beasts or bugs, and we've been learning about habitats and micro habitats where the mini beasts live. So today we're going to think a little bit more about that, and I'm going to show you how to make a wormery so we can learn and observe and understand how worms make their tunnels in the ground. So you will need sand, compost or soil, black paper, some leaves, a cup of water, sellotape, an empty pop bottle and some worms. I don't have any worms, I'm going to add mine later, but you'll need some real life worms as well. But it's the best idea to do this part first, and then you can collect your worms later and they can go straight into your wormery. So what you need to do is cut off the top, ask a grown-up to help, cut the top off your pop bottle. And we know that worms, when they live underground, they like to make tunnels, so we need to put some layers of our sand and compost in here, and what we'll be able to do when we observe is see the tunnels that they make between the different layers. So we need to put some sand, then compost, sand and compost up to the top. Here's one I made earlier. I used to want to be a Blue Peter presenter. I never made it, but the dream's still there. So you layer up your sand and compost. Then what we need to do is put on our leaves in the top. It's really important you don't go too close to the top. If you fill it right to the top, the worms will wriggle out and escape your wormery. So you need to put your leaves in the top. This is just, we're trying to create a natural habitat. So this is what it would be like outside. Those leaves would be on the ground. Now, underground, it's very dark, so we need to recreate that darkness. That's why we need our black paper. So I'm going to wrap it around my bottle and use my sticky tape to secure it. We all know how to do that. We secure things with sticky tape all the time in reception. There we go. And it's ready for my worms. So what I'll do is when I've found my worms, I'll take my leaves out, I'll pop them on and I'll put the leaves back on, and then I'm going to leave them. But this bit's really, really important. Worms are living things, and we know living things need water to survive. So the sand and the compost is quite dry. If you use soil from your garden that's wet, that's okay for a few days. But if you're using dry compost, you will need to put your cup of water into your wormery. We have to keep it moist because that's how the worms would like it in their natural habitat. So we have to remember living things, including worms, need water to survive, so we have to water it. When the worms are in there, we leave them for a few days. Don't forget to make sure they've got water. And then after a few days, we can lift off our black paper and have a look and see what the worms have done. Have they made some tunnels just like they would underground? Let us know what you find out, and I'll share our wormery pictures with you in a few days. Good luck everybody. Bye.